Hey, welcome to Spartan Stadium on this lovely fall evening. We are here for the first home game of Sparta's season against the Vikings of Hopkins. We're going to take a moment here and play the national anthem. I'm here with Jordan Morse.
I'm here with Todd Toporski, and we'll be coming into your living room, cell phone, iPad, whatever you may be streaming or listening live to, and watching the Sparta Spartans take on the Hopkins Vikings tonight.
We ask at this time that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Veterans in or out of uniform may salute the flag. We now pause to honor America with the
So, Jordan, we're starting here. First, the season has started off late this year, but the weather is fantastic.
It is pretty amazing, about 78 degrees here at Spartan Stadium. The sun is shining on the field. That will soon drop for the nightfall here, but it is a beautiful night for high school football indeed.
So we've got the hometown Spartans wearing royal blue top, white pants, and the Vikings from Hopkins in all white.
Yeah, let's take a little review of what happened last week. Hopkins ended up playing a Muskegon Orchard View, a team that was undefeated until they ran into the Spartans last year and ended up giving them a good thumping of 42 to nothing. So they're 1-0 to start their play. Spartans, on the other hand, had a OK Silver opponent and played Godwin Heights and played a defensive game and ended up winning 6 to nothing with a tight goal line stand at the end to secure the victory when we look at it. So it looks like Sparta will be receiving the ball and going on offense here first. When we look at it, we have number 68. It looks like kicking the ball, or 66, Jason Ryan. Number 69, correction, a senior.
And the game is underway. Oh, looks like touchback for Sparta.
Yeah, if anyone does not know, even if you touch the ball outside the end zone, high school football, if it goes into the end zone, that's going to be an automatic touchdown. Doesn't matter that Taraski touched it on about the 2-yard line and missed. If that ball goes into the end zone, that is an automatic touchdown. Well, the Spartans will start off at the 20-yard lines against this Hopkins defense. That allowed 0 points last week, but along with the Spartans as well, let no points up. So we're going to have to see if this is a defensive struggle or if offense starts imploding this Friday night.
So Nick Gordon, freshman, is starting off at quarterback for Sparta.
Big nerves. Big nerves. Got a freshman at quarterback.
Dylan Tarosky with the carry. Looks about 4 yards.
Yeah, you saw the lineman pull across, make a nice little hole for Tarowski right there. That's what they're going to have to do all night. They got a nice 4-yard gain, makes it second and manageable. We'll see how the Spartans kind of attack from here. They're mostly a running offense with a freshman at a quarterback. Gordon does throw a nice ball. He just wasn't able to complete a lot last week.
So 2nd and 7, ball on the 23, going left to right on the field. Oh, they're going to drop back and pass it.
Nice spiral.
Oh,
nice
nice catch.
He's gone.
Number 8 down the line.
Samuel Whitmore for the touchdown, the junior.
Yeah, baby. I tell you what, Nick Gordon rolled out to his right, threw a beautiful ball, and Sam Whitmore stretched out, picked that baby off, and did not stop all the way down the sideline.
Listen, 77 yards to the house. He might have heard me say that he didn't throw the ball terrific last week, and throws up a beauty to shut my mouth up and hit Samuel Whitmore, the junior, in stride. But it looks like we may have a flag down the field that might bring us back.
Oh, ineligible receiver downfield. That is a costly mistake.
Well, you see, if you can see the replay, there is a fake, there is a play action. The lineman rolls out. There is a flag on the opposite 20-yard line that we did not see. It was a beautiful ball, beautifully executed play, but you got one of the hogs downfield.
Went a little too far down the field.
Got a little zealous, I can understand. You always want to be part of the play. So my question is, you got to wonder, was it a play action? Was it maybe a design run that they called into a pass and that someone didn't get the communication? But other than that, it's a big penalty. That is for sure.
There's no doubt. That takes points off the scoreboard. We are 2nd and 12, ball on the 18, and the Spartans are going to line it up again. Let's see what we've got. Here comes Dylan Tarowski around the end.
Nice turnout by Tarowski. When you look at it, we got Hopkins running a 5-3. That's more of a run-stop defense. When you look at it, they got 2 linebackers hanging on the edge and kind of 3 interior linemen down there with 3 linebackers behind. So they're really expecting the Spartans to run, and you can see we caught them off guard with that long pass, but that's only going to work so often when you got to continue to get the run game so the play action works.
All right, we're 3rd and 7, ball on the 23. Single back, 2 wings, 2 splits.
You got a split that is man-to-man. It looks like Sparta's going to take a timeout here. Maybe they saw the same thing. Samuel Whitmore has quite a bit of a height advantage on number 8 on the outside, and they were playing man-to-man. Looks like he's going over maybe to get some bigger cleats to look a little taller. I don't know. But, yeah, Spartans here, 3rd and 7. They've ran 3 plays, all positive yardage. One a long touchdown that got called back for the Spartans. We'll see what they can kind of do here on 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they Hopkins, you said, 5-3 defense. They've got 8 people in the box. They're almost daring Sparta to throw the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to go all out to stop the run. Sparta is running Delaware wing T, double wing. They've got that fullback in the backfield there. You're going to see motion all night long. You're going to see guards pulling a lot.
Yeah, rarely are you going to see Sam Whitmore was split out there. And I don't know if Sparta saw something they liked, something that wasn't set up correctly, so they managed to take a timeout, regroup right here. A good time to figure out what's going on. They're figuring each other out as we go along in this first series here.
All right, we've got Sparta on the near hash on the 23, 3rd and 7.
You know what? I like Sam Whitmore. It's tight on the right side here, him to leak out. That safety and corner are going to be watching him, see if it's a pass here.
Nick Gordon drops back. Oh!
Yeah, he had Sam Whitmore was on a crossing route there. He was a little open. He would have had to do some work after the catch to get the first down, but he was definitely open. But Spartans will have to punt it here on 4th and 7.
So a wasted opportunity. Who's punting?
Number 9, Michael Reardon, the senior, is back there to punt.
Good snap. Oh, straight up. It's a short punt. They had a defender right in the face of the punter. They may have, Hopkins may have gained a yard or two on that
Yeah.
whole deal.
Not a great one. He had pressure in his face that might have probably pressured him to get it off a little quicker, not go through his technique and his routine. And it looks like the Spartans lost some yards. So the Hopkins Vikings are going to get tremendous field position as they come out onto the field.
Right. So Hopkins is starting 1st and 10 on the Spartan 21.
They got Colin Weber, who is a senior quarterback, which this Hopkins team is a very driven senior team. A lot of seniors on. Excuse me, number 3, Trevor Smith is a quarterback. Number 10, Weber is a wideout here.
So tell us a little bit about Hopkins' offense. It's something that we don't see every day.
No, if you can see it on film, they're super tight. They're super clustered together. What they're going to do is they're going to look to the sideline every single time they kind of got the ball to get the call because they're reading the defense. As you can see, he just takes basically a sweep off to the right and takes it to the house for number 25.
And Hopkins is on the board. First play of the game, they're up 6-0.
Senior Matt Reynolds takes it around the right edge, and he had to make about one move and get upfield to score a touchdown. So that'll be about a 23-yard run in the stat book. But as I was saying before, they kind of bunch up tight. Coach reads the defense. They'll look at our offensive coordinator and then call play from there.
They came out in a straight T there. You'll see a little bit of wing T. You'll see a little bit of single wing.
Looks like we have legal procedure on the offense.
Somebody was moving.
5-yard penalty. The try for 2 will come from the 8-yard line.
So Hopkins is definitely going for 2.
Interesting. Even backed up to they'll be at the 8-yard line here because they kick it from the 3. 5-yard penalty brings them back to the 8. They're still going for 2 against the Spartans. And
it's a gutsy move.
Yeah, they're a run-heavy team.
Oh.
So when we look at it, you got about 9 Spartans in there. There's a counter. Action. And it looks like he might be short. Is he going to mark him? He's going to mark him short.
Yeah, he was down at the half-foot line.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the official. That was a great call. He got right in there, saw where the guy went down. So the Spartans will fall into an early deficit, 6-0 when we look at it. But it looks like the offenses are going to both be running on full cylinders tonight after both defenses posting shutouts last week.
So that was I did not know that Hopkins played
Muskegon Oak
Ridge.
Or Orchard View, sorry.
Orchard View. I
Yeah.
mean, Orchard View had a really good team last year, and for Hopkins, a smaller school, to go up there and put a whooping on them.
Yeah.
That's
When you look at Sparta and Orchard View, both last year, they were very senior dominated, and this Hopkins team is very senior dominated right now when you look at it. So Sparta is still trying to figure out their identity, maybe figuring out some leadership things as they go along. There's not too many seniors on the team, so they're trying to figure out as they go along who their identity is and who their leaders are going to be.
all right. Tarosky getting the ball at the
Got an
5,
edge.
kicking it outside.
Oh.
Nice run. Nice run back to the Hopkins 44.
Very good field position for the Spartans. Exactly what they would need when you look at it coming off of Hopkins scoring a touchdown. So very good. Tarosky reading it and getting around the edge and being able to start the Spartans in a great field position here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So they're starting on the near hash. They're going from left to right. Ball on the 43. Let's see what the Spartan offense can do here. Kind of an empty backfield here. Nick Gordon under center. Some wider wings.
Tell you what, there was a slew of Spartans. You could see Their fullback was set off to the right side of the field. Todd calls it the near side. I call it the boundary, but we're both saying the same thing. It's the short side of the field. There's not a lot of space over there for them to reach over, basically, I would say a small army in front of Tarosky, and able to get 6 yards is a good first-yard play. So we'll see what they do.
2nd and 4, ball on the 37. They're going to hand it off to Dylan Tarosky again, gets a couple of yards. You will see the running backs follow the guards a lot tonight.
Yeah, you saw Ashley, number 58, come up through the middle as a guard, get a nice kick out on a linebacker, and Tarosky just popped it upfield. So it's going to leave a very manageable 3rd and 1 here for the Spartans. I expect them to keep it on the ground and run it, but a good play action might work as well.
Agreed.
You're
This
down.
is four down territory.
Exactly. You're deep down in their territory. You got thinking you're going to have 4 plays anyway, so do you run the ball twice or do you give a play action, maybe get a big play out of this?
They've got the fullback offset again. They're running sweep. It's going to be close. I think you got it, though. They're at a good mark.
It's going to be first down for the Spartans.
There we go.
The Hopkins 32-yard line.
Now we're dealing.
So early on, Tarowski is a workhorse right now. They've went to him every run play, except for the Samuel Whitmore touchdown that was called back. He's kind of been their guy to do and carry all the load of the Spartans. So it's going to be interesting to see if Hopkins picks up on that and kind of starts zoning.
Keying on him.
Yeah, I imagine. So.
And then you can start working on the counter game or the
Listen,
play action.
You know
game.
what I'd love? I'd love a nice fake to Tarosky right now with a Samuel Whitmore over the top as a tight end right here. Suck in number 5 on the corner. Counter. Yep.
There we go. Tarosky on the edge.
And
Down to the 4 or 5 yard line.
good jobs by Spartans. You saw they still use Tarosky. They send number 2 in motion. They bring Tarosky back with the guard and tackle coming towards us into your living room. They had the Hopkins defense flowing, trying to chase after that motion, and Tarosky came back and got a nice yard. We're all the way down the 1st and goal at the 5
yard line. That play is called a gator, where they're going to pull the guard and the tackle on a counter action. That looked good. Tarosky again, who stood right up at the 5. Hopkins knew he was coming.
He did not have much blocking in front of him as me and Naporski look at each other. That was a sea of white that he basically saw as he got the ball, and he loses about a yard on that.
So we're going to have 2nd and 5 on the 5.
I will say I would like maybe a play action. You don't see that down here. Maybe keeping it safe a little bit, maybe saving something. But we've been running the ball. I'd like a play action to Tarosky. I think they're focusing in on him. I think a lot of people would suck in.
There's no doubt about that. Defense would get right in on him.
Got another counter.
Another counter. Again, Hopkins looking for Dylan Tarosky, and they found him.
It's 55 from Hopkins made the play, but all the credit to him for making the play. But it looks like he's a linebacker. No one really touched him or blocked him. He was kind of free in that play. Counters are more slower developing plays because you have the action coming across, and Dylan Tarosky came, so it's just a longer, more developing play where people can definitely read the play and see what's going on.
And the guard should be kicking out, and the tackle should be flowing up through that hole. So here we go. Double wing, split to the right. There's a waggle.
Right there he is.
Oh!
Oh, he was trying for number 9 for the Spartans. When you look at it, the Michael Reardon was open, but Samuel Whitmore was actually, they call it the levels play because they're at different levels. Samuel Whitmore was wide open, and so was Michael. You just like to see him loft that in there and give a catch. But we have a great opportunity for the Spartans to do a field goal. And
is this Bella Valoni?
Number 17 is Bella Valoni. She does the kicking, and Ashley Cowdrey does the kickoff. So we're going to see our first
couple
kick
of
from
great
Bella.
Soccer players.
Bella Valoni knocks it through the pipes.
Yeah, and the Spartans
Yes.
are on the board.
I like
Bella
it.
Valoni with a field goal.
With her first points of her varsity career.
That's
about
exciting.
A 26 or 16-yard field goal. Sorry about that. It's about a 16-yard field goal she had.
Good
right there.
snap, good placement, and she put it right through the uprights. She's got to be excited about that.
Yeah, I talked to her during Algebra 2 this week, and she was not excited that the Spartans went for 2 last week when they scored their only touchdown. I said, you got to get with Coach Chapman and tell him he's got to have some confidence in you kick it. And it looks like maybe she took the advice, because at the 6-yard line, they opted to take a field goal instead of go for it. So this will be the other, I guess you'd call them like the dynamic duo almost. You have Bella kicking field goals, and you have Ashley Cowdrey, who is going to kick off
Right now. Ball on the 40, kicking off from left to right. 6:41 of the first quarter. Hopkins leading 6-3. Nice kick by Ashley. Hopkins picks it up at the 20. Gets it out to about the 33-yard line before he's tackled by a swarm of Spartans. So, let's see what Sparta can do on defense this time around. They did not have much luck stopping Hopkins down on a short field before. So,
Yeah, Hopkins come out. Their offensive linemen foot to foot. It's almost like a Jedi mind trick. They're trying to hide the ball from you, but you have to read the offensive lineman. Look where the offensive lineman
a
guard
lot
pulls
of
left.
trickery and fakery. And they run straight up the middle to about the 45-yard line.
It's all about watching the offensive lineman. If you watch the offensive lineman, they're going to take you to the play. They never lie. Rarely do they. It's called a false pull. Rarely do they false pull.
That's a first down for Hopkins. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Yeah, watch the linemen never lie. The backs do.
Yeah, Trevor Smith is a pretty big quarterback back there with number 10, Colin Weber. So they're kind of both there. So you kind of got that offset. You can see them. They're going to look to the sideline. They're going to kind of look at their coach. Does he want the same play or does he want to change it?
Spartans, a lot of guys in the box. Number 10 out to the right-hand side, and he's got the edge all the way down to the 28-yard line where he's forced out of bounds by a host of Spartans.
When you're playing an offense like this, it's got to be 11 people doing their jobs, because as you can see, that was a little bit of a counteraction. But you, once again, we'll stress it throughout the whole night. You got to watch the offensive lineman. There was a guard that pulled, so you knew the ball was going off.
And
so right.
Hopkins is right back to the line. I don't want to say they're doing a hurry up, but they were up to the line pretty quick. Again, looking at the sidelines, getting the play. A little counter action inside. That quarterback gets the snap and he spins. They may even call that the spinner series. Another first down for the Hopkins Vikings.
Stop looking in the backfield. If you start looking in the backfield, you're going to get confused. Look at the offensive lineman where they're pulling. And with them coming up fast, it doesn't give the defense has to be ready. If they're not ready, they're going to snap it. So that quick action pace is still difficult.
Right.
You know, it looks like the
quarterback ISO right up the belly.
Just
first and 10. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball on the 14.
Yeah, senior Justin Mantello with 73 makes a tackle on that, and it's the first time the kind of Spartans have held them, 2 yards and below. So
that was a good stop.
Hopefully that's, and the Hopkins looks like they slowed down a little bit. Along with the defense, they're going to get tired as well.
Sparta, pretty much 9 people in the box. Is he in? Touchdown, Hopkins.
Number 25 on the touchdown.
From
that is
13
going to
yards out.
be Matt Reynolds, a senior, with a nice run. Yeah, I mean, you got to give it to Hopkins. They're getting up there. They're fast. They're quick tempo. They're running downhill. There's not much slowing them down right now. The Spartans Spartans got to find a little bit of energy to slow down this Hopkins
got to
offense.
stop this run offense. Hopkins going for a 2-point conversion again. Direct
The
snap, and
senior.
he is in.
Senior number 25 again on the 2-point conversion, and that will give Hopkins a 14-3 lead with Matt Reynolds running that in for them. So
4:28 left in the first quarter. Hopkins has looked impressive so far.
very, very impressive. Their run game, it seems like they don't need to bring it to the air. When looking at it, we have a lot of Spartan players that are playing both ways. With talking with Justin Mentelowitz early in the week, that was maybe a concern that he had. Was basically we got a lot of players playing both ways, and you're just going to get more tired doing that.
And a hot night like tonight,
Yeah,
magnifies that.
You did not think September 25th we got here that was going to almost be basically 80 degrees here. But hopefully the weather's going to cool off for us here pretty quickly as the sun goes down on Spartan Stadium. Look at it, and you can see the trees in the background are starting to change a little color. So you got a beautiful back set here at Spartan Stadium.
So we have Dylan Tarosky and back to get the kick.
With Nicholas Jr., Nicholas Schoonemaker back there as well.
Scooney, number 2. I've got Scooney in accounting class.
How is he? Crunching numbers pretty well?
Oh, he's fabulous.
All right, good
He's
deal.
got some flow this year, too. He let his hair grow the entire pandemic. There's the kickoff from Hopkins.
Looks like
It's going to be another touchback off the hands of Tarosky and into the end zone. So the Spartans are going to start on their 20.
I think the big thing for Sparta right here on offense is they got to be able to slow. They got to be able to slow the game down. They got to be able to give their defense a break by playing some good offense. I just don't think this tempo at which the game's being played right now is going to favor the Spartans. It's going to favor the Hopkins
Agreed.
Vikings when we look at it. So I think Sparta's going to try and slow some things down here, get some yards, get some first downs to give their defense a break.
So outside of a couple of play action passes, Sparta's been very run heavy with Dylan Tarosky. Let's see what they start off with here. Nick Gordon at the 20.
Nice little trap.
Fullback trap
middle.
up the middle.
So you have Nicholas Schoon on one side, you have Dylan Tarosky on the other, and you have Samuel Whitmo, and then you have Michael Reardon. Michael Reardon in the middle, who is a
Michael
fullback.
Reardon is in my accounting class too.
You
right
got
next to Scooney.
I got to coach him in baseball. Terrific kid.
I coached him in wrestling.
He's got a good edge.
I was always sad when he never played football, but I'm glad to see him playing this year. So the Spartans are going to spread the field this time a little bit.
A little bit of shotgun going on here.
Let's see what we got going. Motion again. Little jet sweep to the far side of the field. But Hopkins was waiting.
Yeah, Nicholas Schoon went in motion here and got the jet motion sweep on it. It's always difficult. You're asking your wide receivers to hold a long block
And
on
set
the outside
edge. Yeah.
to get there. So it looked pretty good at the beginning. It sets us up for a third and manageable 5 to, get the first down.
Ball on the 25. So let's see what the Spartans come out here, if they'll go back to kind of a tight set or they'll spread the field again and try and open up some holes.
Still going to say I'm a fan of bringing Tarosky in motion and hitting Samuel Whitmore over the top. See if you can suck that safety in way back. Play action.
Here we go.
There's Whitmore.
Oh! Kind of threw it behind Sam. He got a hand on it, but that'd be a tough catch to haul in.
Yeah.
He had a couple of guys on him, too.
You know what? Gordon definitely hit the window as between the linebacker and safety. He definitely hit that spot. He was just a little bit behind. But on 3rd and 5, you got a little more passing, obvious down. So Hopkins can kind of sit back and be kind of timid with coming up field with their safeties and corners. So it doesn't really suck them in with that play action as
So
much.
Sparta's going to punt from the 25. Michael Reardon again. He gets this one off. Hopkins chooses not to field it, and Sparta gets a great roll all the way down to the 29-yard line where Hopkins will take over.
Yeah, Great punt by Michael Reardon. You saw the ball spiral in the air and then come over on the nose. That's when you know you've really got a good foot on the ball. It's when that thing spirals and turns over.
So 2:42 left in the first quarter. Hopkins leading 14-3. They're going to start off in the middle of the field, 29-yard line. Everyone pops up, looks to the coach, gets the play.
You can see Hopkins has two coaches. One's probably a designated decoy, and one is actually given the real play.
Oh!
Samuel Whitmore on the sack.
Sack.
I tell you
Hopkins was going to pass that time. They were going to.
You know what? For Hopkins running the ball as much as they did, you did not see any Spartans really suck up. We had some great coverage back there. And number 10, the quarterback, had nowhere to go with the ball. And Samuel Whitmore, the junior, gets a 5-yard sack.
Great play. Ball on the 24, 25. It's 2nd and 14. Makes you wonder why Hopkins would go away from the run when they were so successful.
That is true. They've been averaging.
And here they
good
come.
amount.
There we go. Again, the Spartans rally to stop them. Maybe a 1-yard gain.
You know what really stopped it? Melvin on the corner, a.k.a. Skittles, as he's known, number 1, set the edge over there, and it stopped the Hopkins running back from flying out to the outside, sucked him back into the defensive line that was pursuing him from the backside.
Melvin, a new player from Muskegon area, transferred in.
Motion for the Hopkins Vikings here.
Oh,
We got some
little
movement.
illegal motion maybe.
And I think what you're seeing is a Hopkins team that likes to run the ball, but when they're in an obvious passing situation, they get a little more uncomfortable when they know what's going to happen to them.
Yeah, they don't like the feel of that. So I talked to Melvin today out at our fire drill. So seems like a nice young man.
Yeah.
We're 3rd and 17, ball on the 22. We've got Twins out to the left.
So I'm thinking screen. Looks like
Oh, we're going to take a
Hopkins.
timeout.
Interesting. 3rd and 17. So when you see these 3rd and longs, you're going to see something of more of a screen, a draw, something safe, but also might catch the defense off guard. They know they got to get 17 yards, so the defense is going to be playing cautious, going to be backing up on the begin. So it's going to be interesting. Is Hopkins kind of just going to give up and run the ball and try and punt and live another day, or are they going to try and go for this first down here? There's always risk rewards. You got to look at it. You could get a first down. You throw a long pass. There's more risk for interceptions when looking at it. So we'll see what the Hopkins. It looks like, calling the timeout makes me think that they're gonna
play it safe, I think.
You think they're gonna? I'm gonna go the opposite of Toporski, and I'm gonna say they're calling a timeout. They're gonna devise a play here. I'm gonna think they're gonna draw up something a little special. No reason to waste a timeout if you're just gonna run the ball.
We will see if the Hopkins coach is greedy or not. Backed up on their own 22 with a 11-point lead. Let's see what happens.
Come on,
But you know what? You got to work on your passing game at some point in time.
Yep, always got to have it. But looks like same formation, nothing really changed. You got wide out right towards the boundary.
Here we go. Drops back.
Oh, my God.
Pass across the middle. And he is going to go all the way. Is it clean? We got any flags on the field? No.
Number 20, Dylan Roberts on the catch. I will say number 10 was coming underneath him. Quarterback threw, and I will say 20, steering right at him, did not look like he thought the ball was coming to him. And he just turned and caught the
ball and kept running.
I hate to say it, I won the bet. I wish I wouldn't have. But Hopkins designs a nice play of an undercut in, probably 10 yards with a vertical going deep. Quarterback number 10, I believe his name's Gordon, puts it on the money. There. Or Weber, sorry.
So Hopkins is lining up. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion. Their kicker, they must have left their kicker at home tonight. It is 20-3 right now, 1 minute left, and here we go for the 2-point conversion. Again, I think we've got motion.
Got delay a game here. The back judge throws a flag.
Thought about it a little too long.
Yep. So it looks like the Hopkins is going the wing T, but it looks like we're bringing in new personnel here.
5-yard penalty.
Bringing in some speed. So more wide receivers, more 10. Is that a kicking tee I see? They did bring their kicker.
The kicker has arrived.
So it looks like it's gonna be about a 25-yard attempt for, I believe, number 21 when I look at that. And that is Piper Davis kicking it.
Is that a ponytail I see sticking out?
That is. So we might have for the first time,
we've got
two
female kickers everywhere.
Yes. So it looks
Piper
like
did not fare very well. She kicked it right into the offensive line, and Hopkins leads 20-3 over the Spartans. 1 minute left in the first quarter.
1 minute to go in the first quarter. The score: Hopkins 20, Sparta 3.
So, as we all know, Sparta moved from the OK Blue to the OK Silver this year, so we're learning a lot about some new teams in the OK Silver. Last week we played Godwin Heights. This week we're playing Hopkins. Hopkins has been kind of a perennial powerhouse in the OK Silver year in and year out.
Yeah, when you look at it, they're definitely the team to beat, the team that's been on top for most of the sports. So when you look at it, you kind of gauge yourself where you play with Hopkins, where we came from the blue, and that was a very heavily dominated by the Catholic Central Cougars of Grand Rapids and West Catholic at times as well. So great to be in the silver and acclimated with some new teams that we've never played before.
All right, offsides it looks like. Hopkins, someone got a little anxious and ran past the kicker. So we're going to back up Hopkins, and they're going to try it again.
Yeah, Tanner Newman, number 59, is a kicker for Hopkins. Got a pretty good boot. He's making it all the way down to about the 3 to 4 yard line each time. So we'll see. He'll be backed up here for 5 yards.
So kicking off from the 35 this time.
5-yard penalty. Ball goes back to the
Tarosky and Schoonamaker back to receive the kick. Kind of a squib kick. Schoonmaker's going to take it. Looking for a crease. And he's up to about the 37, 38-yard line before he's tackled by Hopkins. Love Nick Schoonmaker. Schooney played for me back in the day. He was, if you can believe this, he was an offensive guard.
That doesn't sound like it's a right position for him. I don't know if that was coaching.
And you know what? He was fantastic. He was my third string running back, maybe second string running back, and I said you can either start at guard or rotate at running back, and he said I'll start.
But that's the kid Schoonamaker is. I've coached him in baseball. I've known him in class. That's a kid he is. You know, he's a guy that's going to be, where do you need me, coach? I'll play there. I'll do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
If it's filling water bottles, if it's starting on the field, he's going to do it for you.
We're in shotgun here. Ball on the 38. Kind of a little scissor play and
You actually even had a gator.
Was
play
that Reardon?
That was Michael Reardon
play?
right there. You had a gator. We call it gator because in gator you have that G and T, and that G, the guard and tackle do pull on gator. So you had the guard and tackle pull around. You had the center kick back. So you got a lot of people on the play side of on the play that are coming up the middle. So got about a 4-yard gain. We're going to take a positive. Again, Spartans positive yards. Got to keep doing that. Got to just get some points with it.
2nd and 7, ball on the 41. We've got trips to the wide side of the field. It's a direct snap to Dylan Tarosky. He tries to cut it up, and he is buried probably for a 3-yard loss.
Well, I'll tell you what, Weber, the Hopkins senior, took on Skittles, took on Samuel Whitmore. He took on about 3 people there as we end the first quarter here, and kind of took the whole wind out of the sail when you look at it, because he just took on so many blockers.
He blew that play up.
There was just so many free people to run around a little bit. So the Spartans have came out in more of a spread offense in this series. They got a 3rd and long here, so you're looking at probably a passing situation when we look at it. But the Spartans have been able to move the ball, have just kind of got basically bogged down when we've gotten a 3rd down. And I think we're looking at a crucial time right here for the Spartans.
Definitely a key play, Jordan. It's 3rd and 8, ball on the 40. So need some positive yardage here, get some positive mojo going.
Yeah.
And get the ball moving down the field.
Especially when kind of the Spartans haven't been able really to tame the Vikings of Hopkins and their offense, kind of just driving down the field. So we got to make sure this is definitely a big play. It gives our defense a little bit of a breather, but it also allows us to get a little momentum going into the second quarter here.
I think we're going to see another play action pass maybe.
Yeah, I like to see it. Right now it's more of just evident that they're going to pass the ball. So maybe if it was more in a non-passing situation. But looks like Gordon's back in shotgun.
Tarowski's out in the slot. Man, nobody's on Tarowski. Oh,
yeah,
there
there's
they
five.
go.
There's 5'8". They're playing man-to-man across the board when you look at Hopkins right here.
Here we go, straight
Oh,
drop.
get him. Oh. Nice
Beautiful.
catch. Great ball by Gordon there to Tarowski.
Dylan Tarowski lined up in the slot. He ran straight down the field, and Nick Gordon threw a beautiful ball and hit him right in the hands, and he reeled that ball in all the way down to the 25-yard line for a Sparta 1st down. That was big.
I like it. I like it. Like I said, we needed a big play. Spartans produced here. See what we can do when we're in Viking territory.
Gordon rolls out. Oh,
Get it? You get it?
did he get it?
Oh!
Oh, they call him out of bounds. Scooney made a tough over-the-shoulder catch, but he was just a little too close to the sideline.
I will say I like
And
what Gordon did
couldn't
there.
reel it in.
Scooney was wide open. He wanted to get it to him. He just let him a little too much with a little bit of loft, but it was there. I like what we're doing. I like the play action on 1st down. Leaves Hopkins to think now that we can run, we can pass. Makes them think. Can't be such an automatic rush.
I would love to see Nick throw the ball maybe a step sooner. You see that open receiver and let it go.
Yes.
Again, 2nd and 10, ball on 25. We've got a jet sweep coming at us. Scooney cuts up the field. Nice run.
Gonna get about 6 yards on the gain. Nice kick out by Ashley right there. Hopkins, number 55, Joshua 2, makes the tackle there. Very nice. Leaves the Spartans with a 3rd and 2. And as I said before, this is probably 4 down territory.
Very manageable. Oh, definitely 4 down territory,
So if you want-
especially being down 17 points.
Looks like Bella Valoni's getting ready if she is called upon. But I think you got a 2 down possession here. Rasky, get up field. All right, that's Schoonamaker.
Ooh, that's going to be close.
Looks like we're going to be a yard short. We're going to have 4th
Yeah,
and
a
1.
little bit short. 4th and 1.
I know Schoonamaker likes to hit the pads a little bit. I'd like him just to get downhill, knowing that it's a 3rd and 2 and that doesn't matter zigzagging right there. Just get downhill, try and put the head down and get a 1st down. So we'll
Yeah,
have to see
lower that shoulder and move the pile. We've got 4th and 1, ball on the 16. Big play for the Spartans.
Tell you what, they play a 5-3, so that means the middle's open. I'd like a QB sneak wouldn't be bad here.
Agreed. And there he, well,
Fullback up the
whoa!
middle.
Michael Reardon lowers his shoulders and moves that guy 2 yards.
It's never bad going with the wrestler, I'll tell you that.
Oh, no doubt.
So Mike Reardon gets
Great
a
run.
fullback trap up the middle, just runs up, and we get a Spartan 1st down. So we
Woo! Here we go. It's 1st and 10, ball on the 13 as the Spartans come to the line. Michael Reardon in the backfield. Tarowski and Scooney at the wings. They're going to try it again. Little trap action. They grind it for a couple of yards. 2-3 yards.
Down to the 10. Stop by number 35, Mike Miller. Gain of 3. It's second and 7.
Oh,
All right, looks like
So-
they're spreading it out a little bit. Now we're still tight, but shotgun.
2nd and 7, ball on the 10. Here comes Tarosky on the
Get
sweep
upfield.
with a
Nice,
host of.
Nice.
Oh,
I like what he did there, though.
Man.
He got behind 73, and he was basically just using Justin
just
Mantell.
waiting to see where he was going to take his
He's got to
defender.
get on the back of Justin Mantelowitz and just use him like basically a ramming rod and just throw him into something.
Ramming speed.
Yeah.
And you'll see those running backs, they'll grab right onto the jersey and let the lineman take
I'll
them
tell
to
you,
the
as a big
promised
guy,
land.
you knew stuff was open if the running back had you on the back of the jersey pushing you. Just threw you in like basically your chopped liver.
Here we go, 3rd and 5, ball on the 8.
Pass these-
Gordon rolling out.
Got him.
Yeah!
Dylan Tarosky for the
Nice.
touchdown.
Nice pass by Nick Gordon to Dylan Tarosky, and the Spartans are back in business.
I tell you, they did what they had to do. They had to be on the field. They had to make a great drive, and we're going to get a field goal attempt from Bella Valloni here. It's 9-10. See if we can split the lead in half here for the Spartans. Snap's good.
Get
Hold's
there.
good.
And it's good.
Squeaks over the upright. Belly Valloni, perfect for the year. 1 for 1 for field goals, 1 for 1 for extra points. And now we'll see the other half of the dynamic duel here. Ashley Crowdry kicked the ball off from the 40-yard line, and we are back in business.
So that was a fantastic drive. They mixed it up. They ran. They passed. A lot of play action. Highlighted by that long pass to Dylan Tarosky down the field on that 3rd and 8. That really opened things up.
Yeah, the Spartans have both the run and pass game working. What needs to happen is we need to get a defensive stop here.
Yes.
Hopkins has basically been just an 18-wheeler, just handing the ball off, going down the field. They had the one long pass that they scored a touchdown on. That's what the Spartans have to do. They have to get them 3rd and long. We'll take our risk on 3rd and long.
Put them in some uncomfortable positions. There's the kick from Ashley Cowdery, and it goes out of bounds. So
Spartan faithful do not agree, but that is an automatic penalty. There is no way to get around that.
will the Hopkins Vikings take the ball right at the 35?
I imagine they will. I just want to say it is a packed house here at Spartan Stadium. Each team or each player is only allowed 2 people, and as I look and count very quickly, we have hit max capacity for our COVID 2020 season here at Spartan Stadium.
All right, so we're going to start off on the 35, 1st and 10, Hopkins. They are going down the field left to right on the near hash. And they just line up and are going to grind the ball forward.
Yeah, you got seniors, number 25, Matt Reynolds. You got number 10, Colin Weber. And you got number 3, Trevor Smith. All seniors that are kind of taking the load for Hopkins right now and just kind of running the ball and getting positive yardage every single time
So
we
it's
look at it.
2nd and 5, ball on the 40. And that time they just lined up and said, we are going to run the ball, and you can't stop us.
And I think that's going to be the case as we continue on throughout the game is they're going to just basically tempt Sparta, say, hey, stop us and see what happens.
Here we go.
Little
A
counter
little
action.
counter underneath.
Number
Sparta
20.
stayed at home and
Yeah.
really did a nice job stopping that.
Yeah, Dylan Roberts on the carry right there. I don't know what you call that. It's almost like a little bit of Statue of Liberty, but they snapped it.
Absolutely.
And then he handed it off in front of him with the counter. And we make it to a manageable 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, ball on the 44.
I imagine we're going to see
We
power
need
football.
Oh, you know it.
Probably going to see Smith up the middle
Sparta
or
needs
25.
a stop here.
Reynolds right up the middle, I imagine.
Let's see what Sam Whitmore. He's right over
I
the
like it.
center.
Oh,
Boom.
I would say illegal procedure on the fullback and the quarterback back there. They were both leaning, moving forward before the ball was snapped, I feel like. But
The referees are not going to agree with you. So, 3-yard, 4-yard gain. It is a first down for Hopkins, ball on the 48. Sparta has taken the big plays away from Hopkins, and now they're making them grind it out. They're making them earn it.
nice, number 75 sets up.
Oh, Skittles
I
comes
like-
up and makes a nice play.
As you say, the flavor's popping right there. I like that. I like Skittles coming up. He ain't afraid of a little contact.
No, that was good. He
I'll
stayed low. Low man wins. He took his feet out. No, maybe lost a yard on that
I
one.
will say, Seth Phillips, who just got cleared to play this game today, set a great edge and really stepped out, made the run expand itself to get Skittles up there. So great play by them. He doesn't
Second
get
and
much-
9. Ball
much-
on the 49. It's great to see Seth Phillips back there. That's
Yeah.
got to be a huge boost for that
That kid-
offensive defensive line because that kid is big. Again, a lot of those
25,
Hopkins backs leaning.
Yeah, there's Skittles set
Boom!
the edge again. Very
Nice. They strung that play out all the way to the sideline, and they could not turn the corner.
It felt like eternity for him to get
Yeah,
it's
I'm
right
sure
there.
that ball carrier was thinking the same thing.
Oh.
How long must I run?
But that's what you have to do. You have to set the edge. You make it 3rd and 7 here. Make it more manageable for Spartans to
So
stop.
you might see some play action here, middle of the field.
This will be a
They've
big
been running,
defensive.
running.
This is a big moment for Spartans defense right here to get a stop.
And there's the pass.
Get it, Skittles.
Oh, did he? Oh, Skittles breaks it up.
I think you
Melvin.
you award him 3 great plays in a row.
He came up big on that series.
You have him setting the edge on 2 plays, breaking up the pass play right there. Hopkins looks like it's not going to wave. They're going to keep their offense on the field, it looks like.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 7, ball on the 49.
Want to watch right here. Want to make sure the Spartans don't jump off sides. They might be tempting them a little bit to jump off to get
Great-
a
great
nicer
call.
4th down here.
Oh,
The hokey
Chinese,
pokey
yeah.
fire drill right
Chinese
there.
fire drill there. Everyone's moving around.
It looks like they're going to go for it. Oh, no.
Oh, that little pooch punt.
Oh, trickery at its finest.
And Sparta's going to let it roll dead at the 15-yard line.
I'll give it to the Hopkins coaches back there. They had that plan. They have that in their system. They know that teams are going to be uptight and be trying to stop them on 4th down. All
And
they
they're
do is-
just hoping somebody jumps across,
Yep.
maybe.
and just a little pooch kit right there. There's no one back there. It leaves no danger for a kick to come back and be all the way. So that's a nice job by the Hopkins coaches, kind of to have that instilled in their offense so they can do that.
So with 5:33 left in the first half, Hopkins 20, Sparta 10. Sparta starting at the 15-yard line.
Counter play coming at us.
Boom.
There was a hole there for Schoonamaker for a second. It closed
Fast.
very tightly. And what you have is you probably have the backside pursuing. Their guard and tackle, like you said, on that gator are pulling across. The defensive linemen are seeing that, so they're just in there.
Yeah, when
call
they
a
see
hip
two
pocket.
when they see two people pulling, they're flying to
You
the
just
hole.
chase them, so you got to have someone cutting off that back edge, and it looks like we didn't seal it.
So 2nd and 11, ball on the 14. We're back in the shotgun. Scooney in the backfield. Oh,
Nice ball.
oh, that was a nice ball. Just got tipped. That's Antonio Lamancusa, number 18?
Yeah, for the intended receiver, Matt Reynolds was the senior who broke it up. That was a nice ball by Josh Gordon.
Fantastic ball. It was right there. The Hopkins defender just got a hand in there and knocked it away.
It's like the Twilight Zone. I thought that was going to be completed, and he just came out of nowhere and just poked that thing right out of there.
Here we go, 3rd and 11, ball on the 14. We're still in the shotgun. We've got trips to the right, split to the left. Nick Gordon dropping back. Keep moving, Nick. And he throws it down the field.
Oh! Get a cut, get upfield. He's
Pass
gone.
completed to Tarowski. They're saying he stepped out of bounds.
Oh.
But you know what? Sparta's going to take it either way because that moves the chains. Great catch by Dylan Tarowski. Great pass by Nick Gordon rolling out to his right.
We're finding a little bit of a relationship going on between Tarowski and Gordon here. Seems to be his favorite receiver, likes to see him, likes to throw to him, and I can't complain.
Nice gain for the Spartans. So, 1st and 10, ball on the 44. And let's see what the Spartans have going.
Spartans kind of change up their offensive MO. They're all spread out right now for the series.
Shotgun, little draw up the middle.
Tough
Wow,
run.
they moved the pile. That's a 5-yard gain.
Give it to the wrestler. Give it to the wrestler. He's going to put his shoulder down.
Spartans are showing a little physical play here, and I love it.
And I think just as you see Hopkins rotate players out, I think you're seeing the same thing I was talking about. Sparta was getting a little bit tired, rotating both ways. I think you're seeing that on Hopkins' side as well. They got players playing both ways. They're starting to get tired a little bit and see if Spartans can take advantage here.
Here we go, ball on the 49. Pass again. Oh, nice pass to Dylan Tarowski. Woo!
I tell you what, he had a couple stop routes on the far side that were open, and he was looking for Tarowski, I think, who had a safety over a top linebacker underneath, and he zipped it in there like a rocket.
He put it right there on his back hip, and Dylan pulled it in and moved the chains.
I'll tell you
It's
what.
1st and 10, ball on the 30, and the Spartans are dealing.
Yeah.
Back under center, they're going to go jet sweep to Scooney. He shakes and bakes,
I
gets
tell you
about
what,
a 4-yard run.
Scooney makes a 4-yard run out of this, but Scooney on the run is looking to pop this outside. But if he follows his guard number 77 right there and jumps upfield early, he's got a bigger gain. He's not got to look to jump to the outside. That play is designed to go inside of that pulling guard right there and get inside of it. We still get a nice gain of 5, but if he gets up there,
there's a reason they pull that guard for you.
amen to
Follow
that,
him.
right? Let your
So-
offensive lineman just hit. So, but still, hey, positive yards. Can't complain about it.
2nd and 6, ball on the 26. Motion away. Nick Gordon
Right there,
rolling
Sam
out.
Whitmore.
There.
Get him.
Oh,
Get him.
oh! He had Sam Whitmore open in the flats and just threw it right over his head.
Sam Whitmore ain't small.
No.
I mean, he
He's
got to
a
be
big
6'4".
boy.
He got to be 6'4", 6'5".
So
He was open. And it looked,
but Nick Gordon, he's been having a fine game. I think he got a little excited. He saw
yeah.
Whitmore wide open, and he just
So-
juiced that ball a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like the harder ones, he doesn't have to think about. He's throwing, hit the spots. Those open ones, you just get in a candy
Yeah.
shop. Your eyes get big. You get excited. You just want to grab the biggest piece of candy.
Here we
Gets
go.
a little
3rd and 6, ball on the 26. They're going to roll Gordon out again to his right. He
Got one.
floats one up, and that's over Lamancusa's head and out of bounds.
Spartans will be at a 4th and about 6. They're going to have to probably go for it. Not punting situation, not out of
Yeah,
field goal range
definitely
here.
four down territory. So let's see.
Spartans are going to take a timeout. They're going to talk
They're
about it
going to
here.
talk about it. We've got 2:48 left in the half. Hopkins is up 20-10. Sparta has been in business. They're passing the ball a little more. They're mixing it up, mixing with some trap up the middle, and I think they've got Hopkins on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you, Todd. If you got 2:48, this is a big pivotal play right here. If the Spartans can keep driving, if anything, if they don't get a touchdown, let's see if we can get some points on the board. Hopkins does get the ball when we come back from halftime. So that is big when we look at it. 10-20, Hopkins
Sure.
get the ball back, then they can extend that lead to 17. So
It'd
I'm
be
really
great to cut it down to 3 right now.
100%. So we're really hoping the Spartans can come out with a 4th and 6. Looks like Steve Zurich here, who's been coaching probably for 96 years or just roughly under that.
Definitely.
Mr. Sparta himself is devising the play right here to hopefully get the Spartans in first down territory.
So we are 4th and 6, ball on the 26 in Spartan territory.
I imagine they're going to come out shotgun, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, but I am completely wrong, and it looks like they're coming back to their tight formation with Tarosky in the background and Reardon.
If they've got a pass play off of the Gator, this is the time to use it.
It's going to be interesting to see what they do here.
They bring Scooney in motion.
Going to pass it. Get him. He's got him. He's got him.
Oh! They went kind of a sweep pass to Dylan Tarosky. Scooney was wide open, and he just underthrew it. So he was under duress, and he had a couple of people after him, and Sparta's going to turn the ball over on downs to Hopkins on the 26.
Yeah.
There's a little trickery there.
You hate to see it because he's so wide open. You're just like, chuck the ball a mile in the air and let it set underneath him like a pop-up.
Yep.
But
I think if he would have got a little air on that, he would have been all set because they definitely had Hopkins fooled.
Yep. So Spartans got to come back here. They got to get a defensive stop before halftime here. You can't let the Vikings score, but it looks like
we're going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, so that's Hopkins' second. So they're going to have one more, 2:43. Remember, first down stop in high school football. So you get those first downs, the clock's going to stop, and you're going to get a lot of time. Spartans are definitely changing rotations, trying to get guys
get some
breaks.
Fresh people in there,
Yeah.
get kids a breather.
As you remember, the kids on the sideline have to have masks on. Coaches have to be masks on as well. Living in a different high school arena than what we're used to, but
that might be good when it's 45 degrees out, but when it's 80, it's probably not fun down there.
All I know is where everyone's glad to be playing football again, and we're glad to be here. There are protocols in place to keep everyone safe and keep the spread of COVID down, which we appreciate. Got to give a shout out to Sparta High School, our Officer Rowe, Principal Stacy Rumsey, Assistant Romalowski. All those guys, our Superintendent Pete Bush, they've all put in protocols to make this the safest environment possible to keep football going on for Sparta High School and the whole state of Sparta.
I 100% agree with you, Jordan. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Counter action.
Little counter coming outside.
Nice job by
Oh,
number
and Sparta
12.
was there. That fooled no one on the Sparta defense.
I like it. Kyle Weeder was not fooled by that one. With Skittles number 1 staying at home. Nice job for the Spartans.
They bottled that right up. There is no way that guy was going to catch the edge. So 2nd and 7, ball on the 29.
And you see the Hopkins offense has slowed down considerably.
There's no doubt about that.
Needs to be noted right there.
They're looking to run a little extra time off the clock. Quarterback
looked like a design draw.
He was looking past and then just tucked it and ran for a couple of yards. I think we're going to be 3rd and 5 here. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Trevor Wilcox was out there on the outside, and they wanted to see if they put that running back in motion, if he would follow him out there, and he did, because you saw him tuck it pretty quick once he saw Trevor was out there.
One more Wilcox boy.
Mm-hmm. Get him.
There you go.
Looks like they're going to
that
mark
Dylan
him.
Tarosky put a stop on him. Oh, they're going to give him the spot and the first down.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I feel like Hopkins was in a slow motion mode, trying not to give the Spartans back a lot of time. Now they have an opportunity where they're probably going to run the clock where they might move a little faster. We'll see what pace they go at right now.
So 1:08 left, ball on the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see what Hopkins is going to do. They're going to run that ball.
Number 12.
Jordan, I think they're going to run the clock out.
They're up to the ball faster. They're going to be a little more quick pace, like I said. See if they got one timeout left, not much of time. Like I said, the clock stops on every first down. So we'll see how they go right here. But it looks like Looks like the official's waving his hands. And Hopkins
All
called a
right, they're going to
timeout.
use their last timeout, talk about it. Hopkins has a 10-point lead. They're on their own 46 and looking to score. Now, we were in this position in the first quarter, and you called the big pass.
Yeah, I think Hopkins is going to stick to the ground there. If I'm the coach right now, if I'm in that mindset, I'm calling 2 plays. I'm calling 1 play to get a first down. Clock's going to stop, give me some time to get up to the line, and then have a pass play. But I definitely think you have 2 play calls here right now, just
in
so
case.
you don't come to the line of scrimmage with kids looking over. 42 seconds, not a ton of time. Depends if you get some first downs, but if you get some first downs, it's very
manageable.
So we'll see if they can get down. I don't think they have a long field goal kicker, so I think they have to get within the 10 to kick a field goal. So you're going to be looking more at the end zone here rather than getting into field goal range for the Vikings of Hopkins.
All right, here comes Hopkins to the line. 2nd and 3, ball on the 46. Play is going left to right.
Spread out a little more.
Yep, they've got a couple of
Smith.
wide outs to the top side of the field. There's the pass. Oh, right. Pass went right to number 20. He jumped up, had it in his hands, and it went right through his hands. Fortunately for Hopkins, that stops the clock.
Yeah, Trevor Smith with a great ball to Dylan Roberts there on the outside. Seemed like you already had him queued up that he was throwing to. Just kind of run with the ball before he caught it.
3rd and 3. And that's going to be a first down.
Melvin comes up to make second. That's fine. We're all right with that. We're all right with giving first downs. 32 seconds left. Clock's going to stop.
Ball on the 45, 32 seconds left. It's going to be 1st and 10. And again, the clock has started.
Hopkins is running around here, so we're wasting some time, which is good for us.
Quick pass out to the top of the
Whoa,
field.
it looks
Did
like
he
he's
get
gonna,
the first
he's gonna
down?
give him the first down.
Oh, wow, that was close.
So official was winding the clock, and then he decided to give him the first down there.
15 seconds on the clock. Hopkins has to be ready. They're going to start the clock on the
Now
set
they're
of the
winding
ball.
it and saying it's second down.
Oh.
Well,
And we've got some whistles and a flag. Illegal motion. Illegal procedure on Hopkins. Which, again, you know what? It'll stop the clock. All right, Hopkins up to the line.
7-6, clock's running here. But we're going to have a timeout
Wow.
from officials, it looks like.
The officials are going to try and get on the same page here with a quick timeout and find out what's going on. You know, we've got 5 seconds left, ball on the 40-yard line, and they need a little conversation to kind of get things right.
I believe it should be 2nd and 5 but now they're going to give Hopkins
The first down that they didn't give him in the first place.
And the clock was never stopped, so they were.
So are they
running
going to put a little time back on the clock for him also?
Yep. So like whose line is anyway? Drew Carey. Points are made up and they don't matter right now.
Last play of the half.
And there's a flag. Well, we're ending it pretty good.
Illegal procedure on Hopkins. I think maybe, hey, let's just call it the half and let's go. Go in and have a break.
Wind the clock. It should wind it. And then it should be halftime right here. Because it should not stop on an offensive penalty.
Or is that a defensive penalty?
That was an offensive penalty, so it should not stop the clock.
Oh, they're going to put a second back up on the clock, and they're going to have one
and
last
they're
play.
going to wind it.
Fans are getting a little chippy here.
With the stadium not full,
You can
anything
hear
you say
everything.
is pretty vocal and can be heard throughout the Spartan Stadium here.
So,
We're gonna
ball is on the 45.
We're going to pause for station
Station
identification
identification.
here. Thank the Sparta community for this gorgeous stadium again. They got first year was last year. Was it? 2
Sure,
years?
Sure.
2 years.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah. And it looks like they're going to wind it. So it shouldn't be any
Last
time
play of the
left.
game here.
I'm pretty confused, but
The Spartan fans are
clock reads 0
not happy
with
about
1
it.
second, and they're going to wind it, and they're going to let them snap it. I don't know.
And
Long awaited.
there it is, halftime.
We got to it.
So, recap the first half. Hopkins came out like
Blazing.
gangbusters, put 20 up on the field outside of a Bella Valoni field goal.
Spartans come back, put 10 on the board. Hopkins will get the ball back. It's going to be a crucial first series for the Spartans and Vikings as we go forward from here. So thank you. Keep tuned in, and we'll see you in the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Armok. Hey, thank you, Armok Mechanical, for what, like 10 years of support?
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Well, thank you, Armok Mechanical Company, for contributing to the scoreboard on the new football field. It looks great.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok.
Thank you, Armok Mechanical, for all you do.
Our school system is truly the heartbeat of our community. It's important to all of us at Armok Mechanical to support our schools and community as a whole.
Our mission at Choice One Bank is to provide superior service, quality advice, and show utmost respect to everyone we meet.
Many people look for changes in their lives, whether it's buying a house or even starting a business. We at Choice One Bank will be with you every step of the way.
The thought of having superior service, quality advice, and utmost respect appeals to many people.
We are Choice One Bank.
Go Spartans!
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
There's no better way to understand the subtle differences in the quality of a product until you try it out for yourself.
My name is Paul Owens, and here at the halftime, and I have the pleasure of Sparta Superintendent Pete Bush in the booth. And Pete, it has been quite a year. So when you think about spring, summer, fall 2020 as our fearless leader, and I want to say I felt like you've led extremely well, at least from my perspective where I sit. Tell us a little bit about that journey. What sticks out to you?
Well, thank you, Paul. It certainly has been a journey, I think, for all of us here in our community. Going back to March 12th when we first learned that we were going to have to close our schools, which we thought was only going to be for a couple weeks at that time. And that journey, as we all know now, led us, through closing through the rest of the school year, doing our best with what we would call, crisis learning and trying to put something together, to keep our kids moving forward at least a little bit, with the rest of the school year last year. But really just spending a lot of time this summer. And I got to give our staff, our administrators, everybody a lot of credit because it wasn't your typical summer where you were just trying to prepare for a normal school year. It was kind of a round-the-clock thing for about 10 weeks. And our staff, I think, was very well prepared, really came in with a great mindset. And the first 5 weeks of the school year have gone really well. We have to give a lot of credit to our community who supported us, to our staff, to our kids who have done a tremendous job with the new normal,
Yes.
which is so different than anything we've ever been faced with before. But I really feel good about where we are and what's happening. We'd all love to go back to normal. but I'm really proud of our staff and our kids and what we've been able to do so far.
So talk just a minute about the process of communicating back and forth with the Kent County Health Department and how they play into decision making, and then also through the KISD if they're part of that, and maybe give our listeners some background as how that decision making process comes down.
Well, I think that's been one of the really good things about being in Kent County. If you go way back to March, I mean, we were meeting 2 and 3 times a week with all the county superintendents, virtually, of course, because that's our new normal, is we never really get to meet face to face. But we spent a lot of time talking about, different options and what was going to be available to us. Obviously, Kent County is really diverse in terms of, the rural parts of our county, the real urban parts of our county. And so we knew that we weren't all going to be able to do the same thing because it was just different, and the spread of the virus was different in different parts of our county.
Yes.
And that's where the health department has come in so key, is they've really given us a lot of solid guidance, a lot of support. We still meet weekly as a county superintendent group with the health department to talk about how things are going, and we're just trying to learn from each other and what we're all experiencing in our districts. But at the same time, still having a level of local control, that knowing what it's like in our community, knowing what the feelings are in our community, and doing what we feel is best for our kids within our schools and community. And so I'm just really proud of the support we've had from our county superintendents, from our Kent County Health Department, and overall from our community, because I think we've done what's best for Sparta and for Sparta kids and for Sparta parents. And we've allowed ourselves to provide options for parents to choose between face-to-face and virtual, which I think is key, because there are people on different sides of the aisle right now on things, and that's okay.
Absolutely.
Because it's all about providing options and doing the best we can, that whatever delivery method our kids and our parents choose, we're going to do the best we can to deliver a high-quality education. And I think our staff has really stepped up and done that to the best of their ability so far.
I couldn't agree more. The two words that were coming to mind as you talk was choice and care, and I think you really covered the choice really well. But I know that the school has been the hub, the center of providing support meal-wise to so many of our students and those in need that have suffered in the pandemic. So you just talk a minute about our food service and how Sparta has been a conduit of care to our community.
Well, yeah, you bring up a great point, because our food service department in our schools, Melissa Alley, our food service director, and all of our food service workers have done an absolutely incredible job from March, through today with their response. We were able to feed everyone, any child 18 and under, anyone 26 and under with disabilities, 7 days a week from the end of March until the start of the school year. A lot of our food service staff who typically didn't work in the summer, they worked in the summer. We were feeding kids, feeding families all summer long. In addition, working with KSSN, our school services network, we were able to bring in some food trucks in the summertime as well to feed others in our community. We had some produce trucks, semi-trucks that came in and brought loads of produce we were able to give out. And really, just recently, after the first couple weeks of school year, we were able to get a waiver to extend our summer foods program so we can feed all K-12 kids free breakfast and lunch every day.
Amazing.
So that's just been huge. And so, our food service staff, our food service director, our KSSN, we've had so much great support from so many organizations that I really do believe it's helped to meet the needs of a lot of people in the community that have struggled, at times during this virus.
Absolutely. And then as you're talking about our food service, it brings to mind those individuals that are going in after hours, who are doing the extra work, going the extra mile to clean our buildings, to do everything they possibly can. So maybe just talk a little bit about the relationship that we have with those that are helping keep our buildings clean and virus-free as much as possible.
Well, yeah, you mentioned, we mentioned food service, Paul, but then you mentioned, Grand Rapids Building Services, who we contract with to clean our buildings at night, and our own maintenance department workers that, work hard during the day and come in and do extra hours. We've had to do some deep cleaning in some places where we've had some concerns this year, and they've stepped up and taken care of those things. Our GRBS staff has done a fantastic job getting our classrooms and everything clean for the next day. And I want to mention Dean Transportation, who we contract with for our busing services as well. we probably only have about a 60% ridership on our buses, which is totally understandable again. But our crew has done a great job, picking kids up, getting them to school, cleaning their buses, trying to get kids here on time. And as you know, it's been a total team effort. This is something that we've all had to step up and kind of go the extra mile to prepare and get ready for the school year and now to implement. And again, I can't say enough good things about the staff and the quality of people we have in our schools and the community that have made all of this possible.
I couldn't agree more. And so here we are, winding up September. We have October in front of us. And I just want to also mention that as I think about the last few months, I just really appreciate, as a staff member, the level of forthrightness and transparency that the central office has had. I felt very informed, very safe, cared for, and this is speaking from a staff person's viewpoint. And I would think it would be the same thing for parents, because we receive the same information. There's no difference in the information that I receive versus a parent. And so transparency and concern and care and choice, it's just been fantastic. I know you don't have a crystal ball, but and I won't hold you to it, but if you would want to talk about the future, I'm going to give you that opportunity, but I also understand if you just want to throw your hands up and say pass.
Well, as you know, things have changed from March to now on a regular basis. So anytime we think we have it figured out, something's going to change.
Yes.
But at the same time, I am very confident, just because of all the conversations and learning that we've been able to have with staff in our district, that things are in a really good place. Recently, our state legislators passed a law that says we have to revisit our learning plan every month, and our board's going to have to reconfirm it every month at our board meeting. And we're actually going to talk about that Monday night at our board meeting coming up. And the good news is, with where we are as a school district and how well the first 5 weeks have gone, we're not really recommending any changes right now. But at the same time, I think we have to be prepared to respond when something happens that we may need to address, or maybe need to look at doing things differently. But I can tell you, and I believe this is really the feelings of our community, of our board, we know that nothing replaces face-to-face learning for our kids.
Yes.
And we know that our kids need to be in the classroom as much as they can possibly be, but we also know we have to keep our kids and our community as safe as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
So, our focus is going to be safety, doing what we know our kids need in terms of a quality education, getting them in face-to-face as much as we possibly can. And that's just going to be our focus moving forward, is doing what's best for kids and doing what's best for our community, and trying to balance all those things.
The tagline in state-of-the-art small town heart, it really, I think through this pandemic, has been shown to be true more than ever. And the way that with flexibility and care and concern, I love the heart of this community, and I've counted a privilege to be part of the staff here. Thank you so much, Superintendent Bush, for coming and chatting with us. So thankful. Any parting words you want to give to us before we sign off?
Well, thank you, Paul. And again, I just want to thank our community for all their support. And we're going to do everything we can to be as transparent as we can, to continue to communicate. And we would also encourage, if anyone has any questions or concerns, reach out to us. Reach out to your teacher, your principal, or myself. We're going to do everything we can to care for and support everyone. So certainly, if there's something you don't feel like you know, or you don't have enough information, please contact us, and we'll do our best to keep you filled in and make sure you have the answers that you need.
Fantastic. Well, we'll listen to a couple ads from some of our supporters, then we'll get back to the second half. Thanks again, Superintendent Bush.
Thank you, Paul.
This is Matt McCallum, CEO of Great American Media Services. I want to thank everybody who supported the bond to build these beautiful facilities. I also want to thank everyone who gave money for the digital scoreboard so we can have great technology at our game. Go Spartans!
Hi, I'm Dr. Kurt Lang, and this is my wife Kelly. I am the chiropractor and co-owner of Vibrant Life Chiropractic here at Knapp's Corner on the East Beltline. We're both 2008 graduates of Sparta High School, and when we were in high school, chiropractic changed our lives, and we hope that it can change yours as well.
very excited to meet you and your family and to serve you.
Van Hydraulics Incorporated, machining and fabricating, your industrial mobile hydraulic repair facility. When it comes to industrial, commercial, or mobile machining, fabricating, and welding, we are the authority.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kurt Lang, and this is my wife Kelly. I am the chiropractor and co-owner of Vibrant Life Chiropractic here at Knapp's Corner on the East Beltline. We're both 2008 graduates of Sparta High School, and when we were in high school, chiropractic changed our lives, and we hope that it can change yours as well.
We're very excited to meet you and your family and to serve you.
Our mission at Choice One Bank is to provide superior service, quality advice, and show utmost respect to everyone we meet.
Many people look for changes in their lives, whether it's buying a house or even starting a business. We at Choice One Bank will be with you every step of the way.
The thought of having superior service, quality advice, and utmost respect appeals to many people.
We are Choice One Bank.
Go Spartans!
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, we're back here live at Spartan Stadium. 24 seconds to the kickoff of the second half. Hopkins leading 20-10.
We got a big series coming up for the game. Got Sparta going to be on defense kicking off to Hopkins. I'll tell you what, just like the team's offenses that were running steaming hot at the beginning of the game, the temperature has cooled down here, and we have got a nice temperature about, like, I'd say it's about 70 degrees here at Spartan Stadium. Sun has went down. So we're going to see how the offenses react to that, because I felt like both teams in the second quarter kind of slowed their pace, got a little tired, a lot of people playing both ways, and we'll see how they come out in the second half, because we all know, me and Deporski being football coaches, playing football, it's all about halftime adjustments. What did the coaches come up with in the locker room to tell their players to see what they're going to see in the second half here?
And just to recap the first half, I tell you what, Sparta did a nice job adjusting to what Hopkins was trying to do, and they put the clamps down on their offense the last couple of drives.
I totally agree. It looked like Hopkins' offense was going to be able to roll kind of through this game, kind of just doing whatever they wanted at will with the Spartans' defense, and the Spartans kind of stopped that after midway through about the second quarter, and here's where we sit, 20-10.
Now, Hopkins is going to get the ball. Sparta will be kicking off to him, and Sparta's defense is going to have to pick up where it left off in the first half and put a stop down with them. So, Jordan, you are a varsity baseball coach. I coach a lot at the middle school level. I think it's fantastic to come up here and see all of these student athletes that we've had over the years. You've had in baseball, I've had in track or football or wrestling at the middle school level. See them grown up, bigger, playing on varsity. People like Michael Reardon. I've always thought him to be a wrestler, but he's playing football this year, and he's looked good out here.
Yeah, I think we're seeing more of hopefully a trend that goes back to that three-sport athlete. When looking at everyone on the field, like you said, Michael Reardon pops out. He's a guy that came out this year that had it in previous years. Nick Schoonemaker is a kid that plays basketball and baseball. When you look at it, I hope we get more and more athletes that go through that three-sport athletes. I think that's what college coaches are looking for. I think that's what people look at is your dynamic. It just benefits you in so many ways. Playing with different people, having different coaches is just going to expand your wealth of knowledge, but also your ability to relate with people, with teammates, and with your coaches. And I think hopefully that trend is going that way. More athletes playing multiple sports when we look at.
And I think back to when you were in high school, and that's how old I am. I remember Jordan in high school. He was a 3-sport athlete way back in the distant past. I was a 3-sport athlete. Maybe that's why we're so well adjusted.
It may be. We're a bunch of has-beens up here. We could tell you some great stories that are probably untrue. We remember them wrongly, but they do favor in our way most of the time. So looking here, it looks like Hopkins going to kick it off, going from left to right. They're going to kick, I would imagine, Sparta's going to be kicking off. Hopkins is going to be returning. We're going to have Ashley Cowdrey doing her third kickoff here for the Spartans.
That is exciting to see Ashley kicking off and Bella doing the extra points.
Dynamic duo. I'm trademarking it right now. They are the dynamic duo.
I want 50% on the T-shirt sales.
All right, the prize is going to accumulate to about $7 total.
I'll take my $3.50 in quarters. All right, here we go. Right to left. A kind of a squib kicker. Stand bounds. Oh, Ashley. Ashley's kicking. She likes the sideline. She's trying to.
Yeah, as a kicker, you're trying to
pin that runner down there.
You don't want to kick it to the middle. It gives the runner the versatility of all the field. So she's trying to pin it. If you're going to try and pin it, you're going to try and pin it between the numbers and the sidelines. If you're being more risque, if you're not being risky, you're going to put it between the hash and the numbers, kind of cut that fielder's running to that side.
All right. Hopkins out in their tight offensive unit again. They split up to the top.
Right up the
nice run right up the middle, probably 13 yards, not even touched.
Yeah.
So that's a nice start for Hopkins in the second half. Ball on the 47. It's going to be 1st and 10 again.
And Hopkins comes with their fast-paced offense that we saw in the first quarter. Looks over to the sideline to get any adjustments. Look like the Spartans are still. Is that a 4-3 now? Got 4-3 going down. Yeah, 4-3.
Yep. 4-3. Same play right up the gut. Another 5-6 yard gain. Ball up to the 48, and we're 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Matt Reynolds is getting the carries here in the second half. They're trying to just direct snap it.
And let me tell you, he is a boatload to bring down. He's a big kid.
You got some big seniors there for Hopkins,
Yes.
I will say that.
They grown big on the farm down there. Oh, a little spin and run up the middle again.
And Mentelowitz and Phillips were there. It's kind of like a spinnerooski, I guess, if you had to put some terminology on it. And he kind of just went up downhill upfield, gained a couple yards. 3rd and 3. I got to think this is probably 2-down territory for the Vikings.
Agreed. So 3rd and 3, ball on the 46.
I'm going to think we're going to see something outside. They've been up the middle the whole time. I think we're going to go outside. Off tackle. He looks like he's just going to get it.
He's just going to get the 1st down. I tell you what, you noticed it in the first half, but the whole backfield in the Hopkins backfield is just leaning.
Yeah.
And, man, they are ever so close to illegal procedure.
What Todd is talking about is if the people in the backfield are leaning too forward and are going for it before a snap, that's going to be a legal procedure. It's a penalty. It's basically like a false start.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 42.
Pass.
Quick pass out to the
Skittles.
receiver. Oh!
Number 10, I tell you what, Colin Weber, the senior, with a stiff arm. I will say that is very difficult. Skittles Melvin, as they are jawing back and forth, is a long body, and he went after his legs, and Weber knew he was going there.
He put a hand on his helmet.
Kudos. I tell you what, great
said goodbye.
Tackle for Skittles, but Weber had a great stiff arm to get past him.
1st and 10, ball on the 29. Hopkins again looking over to the sideline to get the play from the coach. And they're going to throw it to that receiver deep. Oh, nice play. Melvin Skittles was right there the whole time.
Nice defensive breakup by Melvin on that. As we look at it, he played that well, turned his head. He was not beat. A lot of times you see the defender chasing down the wide receiver, and he had great position. All good from the Spartans defense on Melvin.
Yeah, they were going to say, hey, we're going one-on-one with you, and we think we're going to beat you, but Melvin had other plans. Great play. 2nd and 10, ball on the 29. Number 10 is still split out for Hopkins.
Counter play to the outside. Sam Whitmore will chase him down.
Oh, good yardage by Hopkins. That's going to be another 1st down. Ball down to the 13-yard line. Little counter action, and Sparta was chasing on that one.
Yeah, we need to have someone setting the edge there. Once you get to the outside and you get that edge, it's going to be a big gainer. This is it's a pivotal point right now in the game. The Spartans got to be able to hold them here. I don't think the Vikings have a kicker, so if they can hold them, we can probably get a turnover on possession here. So Spartans have to hold tough. They need to bend, don't break.
1st and 10, ball on the 13. Oh, and Hopkins is just grinding and inflicting their will upon the Spartan defense.
Yeah, just big chunks when we look at it. Every single play is kind of like the beginning of the game. They're getting 7, 6, 8 yards. It's hard to combat and try and get them in a long 3rd and down.
Nothing worse for a defense than to just be run upon, and it grinds you down. And Hopkins, again, is imposing their will on the Spartan defense.
No, we're going to try and
they're moving.
So we're going to try and jinx right now. We haven't had a turnover. I believe Vikings didn't have a turnover last week. Neither did Spartans. We need a turnover as they turn into the T.
That was 2nd and 2 from the 6th. We've got a flag.
So I've been saying all game, I felt like the backfield has been kind of moving a little too early, and they got caught on that one.
Boom, illegal procedure. That's going to take them back 5 yards.
Interesting. You had an offensive scheme that was working. Vikings switched it up to a wing T. I don't know if they saw something, if they just feel like, wing T's more ground and pound offense, so they figured, hey, let's just continue
Why
running.
not go with what's working? Some coaches get complacent, and they think, well, I got to do something, and I should change it up, but
no reason to get fancy here.
Right.
What you're doing. And they switch off of the T here.
So they're back. Number 10 split out. He is a big body.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Direct snap. Back, and they got their 5 yards back that they just lost. So we're going to have about a 3rd and 3.
I tell you what, Reynolds is just
ball on the 6th.
Strapped the team on his back right now. I think this whole drive has kind of been him a little bit when looking at it. So continue to see if they keep working him.
Big play. Again, we're in 4-down territory here. Spartan fans pounding their feet. They know it's a big play also.
Chinese fire drill. Switching.
Everybody's moving it. Illegal procedure again.
I think that might be the 6th or 7th illegal procedure.
Right.
Penalty.
So another 5 yards. The 5 yards they just gained, they're giving back away. And I tell you what, Jordan, Hopkins got down here running the ball and just going forward. Why all the trickery? I don't think they need it.
Flabbergast right now, I think, is the word to use in the English language.
Here we go. 3rd and 8 from the 11.
I still like a run here. I think they're going to go for it on 4th down, so we'll have to see. Counter to the left. Set the edge. Get up there. Samuel Whitmore makes a great play. But that can be done, I think, by number 54 for the Spartans, who is No, 64. Garrett DeGraff, I think, set the edge.
Garrett DeGraff
made all the difference. He'll get
Yes.
0 stats, but he set the edge, cut it up. Samuel Whitmore comes from behind and makes the tackle.
They rallied and they stopped that counter. It is so important. We talk about setting the edge all the time. Really helps out the defense.
Big play for the Spartans here. Big play. This is a pivotal point.
4th and 6, ball on the 9. Spartans need a stop. Number 10, split to
I'm
the
looking
bottom
at
of the
Reynolds.
field.
Looking at 25 Reynolds.
And there it is.
Come on, Skittles.
Oh. Touchdown, Hopkins.
Nice ball by the quarterback. Nice catch.
Melvin was out there one-on-one, and I think he just stopped a little bit too soon, and he thought he could jump and grab it, and it went right over his head.
Trevor Smith with a nice ball. It's just a fade route over there. You're just putting it up for the receiver to be able to catch it. He gave him a chance. Weber comes down with the ball and scores a touchdown. And it looks like they're in the T going for 2 here.
Pass into the corner.
Oh, Reynolds cannot hold on, though. Good pass with pressure in his face. Whitmore was right there, disrupting it.
And so the score with 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Hopkins 26, Spartans 10. Spartans will get the ball for the first time this half, and they're going to have to come out and get something going.
Yeah, Dylan Tarowski was their kind of racehorse in the race when looking at see if we continue to go with them. I imagine Hopkins in halftime kind of probably maybe deceived the plan to say, hey, this is how we got to stop them. So we'll see what kind of happens.
We'll also see if Nick Gordon throws the ball like he was in the first half.
Yeah.
Sparta came in here run heavy, and Nick was not going to throw the ball a lot, but he threw the ball a lot in the first half.
So a little change in the backfield for a kickoff return here. We have Tarowski still, but Nick Schoonemaker has been replaced by Skittles, a.k.a. Melvin, back there. Maybe mixing up a little bit, see if we can't get Melvin the ball, see if he can do a little shimmy, a little shake, make an earthquake.
All right, here we go. Hopkins kicking the ball off. Kind of a little pooch kick. Number 23 snags it and runs across the field, not out of bounds. Nice catch.
So Summer Singh.
It's
a senior, another kid who came out.
A great kid, to see playing football this year.
Yeah.
He's always been maybe soccer. I know he's a basketball player. It's fantastic to see him on the football field this fall.
Love it, love it. Some of these seniors who have not played football in a while or have not played football their whole high school career have came out, and that just shows you the success that the Spartans had last year of making it to the district finals before they were beaten by the eventual state champions, Catholic Central Cougars. Has gotten some kids to come out and play, so that's awesome to see.
That's fantastic. So Spartans are going to start off on the 33, 1st and 10. They are moving from right to left on the field. As I look at them, motion from Scooney, Dylan Tarowski up the middle. Gain of 4.
Good play. You had Scooney in motion. Looked like the play was going to pop outside, but you had a guard pull from the right side to the left, make a little crease for Tarowski, get a nice little gain.
5-yard gain. We've got 2nd and 5, ball on 37 as the Spartans come up to the line. So we've got trips down to the bottom of the field, a split to the top. We're in shotgun, 2nd and 5.
Get outside.
Ooh, nice. Nice gain. So they had a little hitch pass to the tailback out of the backfield. Oh, that receiver I thought was going to block that guy in the back, but he thought better of it, and Tarowski gets a nice gain.
Nice design play, getting it to your playmaker and Tarowski. You got some great blocking on the outside by the wide receivers there, and you get a big gain. I will want to say that Hopkins' first drive almost took about 6+ minutes off the. I mean, there's 5 minutes left in the third quarter. They took a large chunk of time off the clock.
1st and 10, ball on the 40. We're going to go Michael Reardon up the middle. Again, Spartans spreading the field. They had trips one way, split the other, out of the shotgun. I think they like that a little bit better against Hopkins, spreading the defense out a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, both defenses posted shutouts last week, but both defenses are definitely getting, Spartan having 10 points, you wouldn't know it because they are running the ball at will kind of on Hopkins right now.
Agreed. Again, trips to the bottom of the field, split up top. Nick Gordon in the shotgun. Another quick hitch pass out of the backfield to Tarosky.
Nice
Oh, just keeps moving his feet.
Just
and
a rumbling,
pounding.
stumbling down the
Boom.
field.
First, is he going to get a first down? They going to give it to him?
That, I will say, the FAR judge is gracious
Yes.
on his spots.
First down for Sparta.
But I'll say Colin Weber of the Vikings had a great beat on it, and he was right there.
But
And
they couldn't wrap
Tarosky,
him up, and they couldn't stop
You
him.
keep moving the legs, good things will happen. Puts his shoulder down and gains a first down for the Spartans in Vikings territory.
1st and 10, ball on the 30. Still in the shotgun. We've got motion coming our way. And they just, is that Michael Reardon?
It
or
is.
was that Tarosky?
Michael Rear. Oh, no, Tarosky.
All right,
Back.
Tarosky, gain of 5. And Sparta's, they've got a nice drive here. They're pounding the ball. They're passing the ball. They're running the clock. But they need to get some points on the board, so let's do it. They're going to tighten up their formation a little bit.
Going under center for the first time this series. Tarosky in motion, coming fullback. Up the
There's
middle.
Michael Reardon. Kind of a fullback dive to the right.
So you wonder if
nice yardage.
Yeah, you almost wonder if Hopkins is kind of content with this going on right now.
Because they're running the clock.
Running the clock. If
they can make Sparta let them score, but spend a lot of time doing it, it's in their favor.
3rd down, big play for Spartans. Probably 4-down territory easily, so they got to know they have 2 plays here.
3rd and 2, ball on the 22. We're back to a double wing. Reardon in the backfield. Oh, Hopkins came with the blitz.
I think that was the nose guard, 54. Just finally started reading the play more and more. Tristan Perry on the tackle right there. He's just a nose
knifed
tackle.
into the backfield. And
Yeah, I think he just said I was sick of it. He saw the motion, finally just said, I'm going to cut to the motion, and he made a play.
He got in that guard's hip pocket and just went to the play.
Big 4th down here. Spartans spread out.
4th and 6, ball on the 26.
You got to imagine Gordon's going to be looking for Tarosky.
They're going to roll him out. Oh,
right
straight
there.
drop.
They're double
there
covering.
you go. Looking for
Get it.
Lamon. Oh, nice play by the Hopkins defensive back.
And who is it but Reynolds? I think it's 25 Reynolds.
He has
who
been
was the
all over the place tonight.
Matt Reynolds with the pass breakup, doing it on offense, doing it on defense.
And I tell you what, that was a nice pass by Nick Gordon. He put it right where it had to be.
Tell you what,
except for the Hopkins defender. His hand was there. Lamancusa would have caught it.
I think we don't, as a freshman playing varsity football, that's someone who was playing against kids that are 4 years older than him.
Right.
That is a crazy age gap at this age.
And Nick's doing a nice job. And it's a benefit to the coaches to put him in positions where he can excel, and he's doing a nice job tonight. Hopkins has the ball back.
And they went to Weber. It looks like they're going to, I think they're going to kind of get into it, looks like a T. We're in a T, but I think they're going to kind of just get it bunched up. They're going to take their time right now.
They're going to run the clock, and they're going to grind the ball. It is 1st and 10, ball on the 36 after that 10-yard, 11-yard gain.
Looks like Weber's having some cramps over there, so like I said, they come out on the tee. I think we're going to see this the rest of the game unless Spartan really threatens to score.
Double tights. T backfield. Let's see what and they're milking the clock. They're just waiting. Fullback trap. Spartans were there to stop it, maybe even a 1-yard loss. or no gain.
Yeah, as you can see, Smith, as Sporski said, he's waiting for that back official to raise his hand. Once that back official raises his hand, that signals that he has 10 seconds left. When 5 seconds are left, he'll go to his chest and he'll start counting it out from his chest at 5 seconds. So it looks like that's what he's going to be waiting for every single snap,
And
for that
he's
hand to
gonna
go up.
milk that clock.
Yep.
Smart strategy by the Hopkins coaches. Little off-tackle play by the halfback.
They're almost going to milk this all the way to the end of the third quarter. It's going to be
46 seconds left. 3rd and 9, ball on the 36. They might not have to run another play this quarter. Maybe one more snap.
I'd say one more snap. It's going to be the fourth quarter. Here's the thing. Spartans are within 2 scores of the Vikings right now. They'd have to complete 2 touchdowns and then get two-point conversions in order to tie. So it is likely if we stop right here, we will get 2 possessions at least to try and combat that difference. Get him.
Oh, nice play by the defense. They were running a little play action there on 3rd and long.
Mentelowitz.
Bam.
Seth Phillips' helmet comes flying off because he's running so fast. Got to strap that bad boy a little tighter. But they end up getting the sack and chasing down the quarterback. So it's going to be 4th and long. I imagine the Hopkins Vikings are going to punt here. The Spartans are definitely in a scoring position. We need a score with looking at the clock right now where we're at.
The way both teams are running the clock, yeah, things have to happen. Sparta needs to get the ball back and get going. So, end of the quarter, Hopkins 26, Sparta 10. We're going to start the 4th quarter here momentarily. It's a little bit strange calling this football game and not hearing a band. Don't you think?
It is. I'm glad we got the cheerleaders. Our band is not out here. We're missing Jim Walsh and his terrific band, who has been amazing throughout the last couple of years, making it to Fort Field for the state competition. So they've been amazing. So, yeah, it is kind of a little eerie not seeing as many fans in the stand. No students, no band. It is crazy.
It's strange. Here we go. Hopkins is they're lined up to punt.
Looks like Tarosky's back there. Let's see if we can get a little magic to happen. A little razzle-dazzle wouldn't hurt the Spartans here. We need a big play, I will say that. We have shown the ability to have a big play on offense. Maybe a big special teams play would not hurt.
Punt is off. Tarosky back to field the punt at the 26, and he's boom. Come on, baby. He reverses field. He's coming back. Yes, he's got the edge. Nice cup. Oh!
That's not a flag. That's not a flag. That's all shoulder. That's all shoulder right there. I'll tell you that much. A little bias here,
It
but
looks like Sparta is going to get flagged for an illegal block in the back on that return, and that's a tough call because you're right. He caught him with I think he got him with the shoulder. You're right. But you are not going to convince the referee or the Hopkins fans on that.
You know, the only thing that Mentelowitz could do is I don't think he even needed to touch him.
He could have just stood there in his way.
Put your hands up, make yourself not look guilty, and just let the guy run across. But we have a dead ball and sportsmanlike on the Vikings. So it will move 15 yards back, and then that unsportsmanlike, because it's a dead ball, will be tacked on. So basically, we even out here.
Yeah, well.
The world righting itself when there shouldn't have been one flag to begin with. That's what happens.
So as the referees sort this out, Sparta putting together offensive game plan. Looks like Sparta's going to get the ball on the 49-yard line to start this possession. Big possession for the Spartans. They need to put some points on the clock. If they let Hopkins get the ball again without scoring, this might be over.
It's going to be tough.
Because they will grind it out.
So see if the Spartans take to the air a little bit. If they still can run the ball here. There's still a full quarter left, so you can still run and get a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion. But there's limited possessions right now.
Scooney in motion. They give it to,
Get
is
upfield,
that Michael Reardon? Oh, nice run by Michael Reardon.
Never go wrong with the wrestler.
Woo!
Nice
11-yard gain, and the Spartans start this possession off moving the chains in one play. 1st and 10, ball on the 40. 11:35 left in the game. Spartans come up to the ball.
Number 10 is off. Okay, there you go.
Double wing. They've got a split to the bottom of the field. Look like the little trap.
Trap again here by Michael Reardon. Tell you what, bruising in there, though.
Yes.
I can hear. We got headphones on. We can hear some popping up there. That's what you like to hear.
I like to look out at the football field. Dylan Tarowski, wrestler. Michael Reardon, wrestler. Okay? I love seeing the wrestlers playing football. That is a good thing.
They got terrific footwork.
So,
spread it
looks
out here.
like trips to the top of the field, split to the bottom, shotgun. We're going to have motion coming across the field.
Twins to both sides. Hopkins backing up. We got that wide receiver
Got
screen.
that little hitch right out to Tarowski.
Call that a bubble screen as the Dylan Tarowski basically takes a drop step, widens out, get behind the ball, moving forward.
Just a super quick, think of it as a long handoff.
Basically a long handoff. Getting it out wide, quick, in order to push the field. So,
all right, we are 3rd and 6, ball on the 37. Spartans are on the near hash, going left to right. Ooh. Oh, Nick tried to fit one right in there, and the Hopkins guy was all over. Is that Tarowski? Or is that Scooney?
Tarowski was the intended receiver with, I think, number 10 is Weber with the nice hit. All legal, all clean.
Again, Weber, everywhere on defense.
I would, there is an advantage with Samuel Whitmore with his counterpart, number 8, on the opposite side.
Agreed.
Let's just throw it up. I might just yell it to the, Zerk on the sideline. Let's throw it at number 8.
4th and 6, ball on the 37. Big play. Nick Gordon's got the ball.
Tarowski.
Boom. Ooh. He was throwing it right down the middle of the field.
Yep.
Incomplete.
Now Spartans have their backs against the wall. They need the ball 2 times with 9:54 left on the clock. That is definitely going to be a difficult task to do. We got to get a defensive stop. We got to go 3 and out here.
Maybe a
for the
turnover.
Spartans. We haven't seen one yet.
You got to be ripping at that ball and maybe cause a fumble.
Yep.
Here we go. 1st and 10, ball on the 37 for the Hopkins Vikings. They were in their normal formation. They've got a split to the top of the field. And you've got to imagine their quarterback is back. He spins. He's up the field.
Spinarooski.
You saw they switched to a double tight T last formation, and that was probably because their quarterback was out of the game. But he's back, and they're back to that single wing look.
Yeah, Smith is their quarterback usually. Reynolds at number 25 has been definitely loaded. It looks like the Spartans are going to take a timeout here because they know every first down for the Vikings is definitely going to run a couple minutes off the clock. So every first down, every play right now is super crucial for the Spartans in order to get back in this game. As we look towards the weekend, there's no Michigan State football, but we do have the Detroit Lions playing the Cardinals this week at home, and he takes on Kyler Murray versus Matthew Stafford. Kind of got a veteran versus a newcomer coming up.
Well, this season I think I'm going to choose whoever the Lions are playing and take them. How's that for a strategy?
Listen, my dad cursed me with being a Lions fans, and they are the same old.
We're all cursed with being a Lions fan.
Yep, and unless you got the Packer fans out there from Michigan that have just quit and then jumped sides and just kind of done the easy thing. But
My younger brother literally moved to Wisconsin to get away from the Lions, and now is a cheesehead.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Lions, you may hate them, you may love them, but I tell you this, they're going to give you a good game. They're going to either screw it up at the end or they're going to start off hot against the Packers and score 14, and I got Mr. Aaron screaming in my ear because he says the Packers stink and then go and blow it completely. So, love them or hate them, they're entertaining.
All right. Hopkins running some power football. Started off on the 44, and they got their first down. They are going to move the chains. The clock's going to stop momentarily, but it's going to keep running.
And I'll tell you, Reynolds right there, they went back to him. They're going to their seniors. They got Smith, number 3, 25 Weber, our Reynolds, and then number 10 is Weber. And they're just going to those guys over and over again and just running the ball right now.
1st and 10, ball on the 49. 9:08 left in the game. A little bit to the outside. Looks like a gain of 3 or 4. Spartans there. They were not going to give up the edge on that play.
Once again, Reynolds gets the ball, gets the outside, runs hard. He's going downhill. He's always going to get a couple yards. He's always falling forward when you look at it.
Tough kid, no doubt about it. 2nd and 7, ball on the 48. Hopkins up to the line. They pop back up. Everyone looks at the coach, gets the adjustment.
As we said, they're going to be in no hurry.
Yeah, they're going to wait and milk that clock for all it's worth. Number 10 coming wide, carrying some Spartans. Close to a first down. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, Sam Whitmore on tackle, Mentelowitz getting in there. When you look at it, and you look at number 78 hustling there, Kobe Vanderleest making the tackle as well. But number 10 from the Vikings with definitely a hard run when you look at it. Weber really going downhill. They kind of looks like they're giving Reynolds a break, putting him kind of like on that tights.
We've got third and 1, ball on the 42.
Weber up the middle is going to get it.
Boom. First down.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, it's just they've been just grounding and pounding so much. Just wore our defense a little bit right now, and they're kind of just getting that 5 to 4 yard chunk plays, and those are always going to equivalent to first downs. You have to be no mathematician on that one.
Right, no doubt about that. 7:22 left in the game. Hopkins 26, Sparta 10. Hopkins waiting for the play. Now they're lining up. And they just push forward, close to another first down. While they unpile, I'd like to give a shout out to some people out there, some of my bigger fans. My wife, Marcy, my daughters, Kelsey, Kristen, and Kate. Kate out in San Francisco. Kelsey home from the weekend from Chicago, and Kristen down at the University of Michigan.
Well, I guess that
they are listening to us. They might be our only fans out there right
now. By the amount of text messages I've got from other people, it sounds like more people are listening to us than ever. So it seems like we have spiked in viewership, which is terrific. I would also, I guess, like to thank my lovely wife, Alyssa, and our dog, Lucy, as well, if she's tuning in as we go.
Lucy is a big fan of the broadcast. So Hopkins runner over the right side, Sparta there to meet them. It was 3rd and 1. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1, ball on the 29.
Yeah, Spartans got to get a stop here, or they got to get a turnover if we got any hope.
Play.
We can still score, get the ball back with an onside or something, but we got to have a turnover or stop right here, and we have not held the Vikings to, under 1 yard 2 consecutive plays all night.
Again, we're in 4-down territory. So
Chinese fire drill.
Everyone moving around. You wonder why they do that.
No clue. They're running the
Well,
ball
yeah,
as is. No.
yeah.
Oh, and they tap it to right in 54.
Bam.
Getting
First
frisky.
down.
And you know why the Vikings might be doing that is they might feel like they got the game in the bag and they're saying, hey, we're going to throw
Work
stuff
on-
out.
So
We're gonna
other
work-
people get it on film,
Yep.
so they'll have to work with it. Great point, Jordan.
Yep, they always.
Hey, while we've got a break in the action here, how about a shout out to Paul Owens and a teacher at the high school and his live feed crew putting this broadcast together for everyone out there who can't make it to the game. So kudos to Paul Owens and all his minions
all the crew running
that
around.
are running around keeping this feed going for us tonight. Great job. Great job. So, 1st and 10, ball on the 21.
Looked like the ball almost made it to the ground. Our opportunity for a turnover right there.
Yeah. And Hopkins is going to maybe lose a yard or two on this. I don't know if there was a trouble with the snap. It's going to be 2nd and 12, ball on the 29.
So they look to the sideline to get the play. Like I said, I think we got
Clock is
loss
down to
in yards.
4:25.
very different than the first half. A lot more longer
Much of a
possession.
defensive battle.
Yep. Only 6 points scored here in the second half, but Hopkins is on the door, and they are knocking.
Nice run to the outside and down the field. Ball down to the 9-yard line. So the Vikings are knocking on the door. Spartans need to tighten things up and keep them out of the end zone with 4 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10, 1st and 9, ball on the 9.
Looks like we're going to have a
Timeout,
timeout for
Hopkins?
official. No official timeout. Looks like Melvin is kind of holding his shoulder. They're screaming for the trainer here. So we'll have to have Jackson Awana, right? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know.
Awinga?
Awinga?
Maybe.
Maybe. Sorry for the mispronunciation on that one. But it looks like Melvin's got his shoulder hurt. Want to give Doug and Sandy Davis a big shout out. They're listening live on the live stream. They're elementary teachers. I actually had Sandy Davis as a teacher when I was in 4th grade. They are big Lions fans as well. So hopefully we'll turn the season around. I don't know. We can only hope.
Hi, Doug and Sandy. So, Jackson Awinga, another one of those players.
Joined
that
last year. Was there last year? Joined last year, yeah. First year playing football ever.
And it's fantastic to see kids like that out playing football. I love it.
Little 54, just bumbling, stumbling,
Boom.
rumbling. Into the end zone.
Touchdown, Hopkins.
I tell you what, that's one of those big boys that I think are always, blocking in front, and then they finally get one. It looks like it's Tristan Perry, the sophomore, on a touchdown, direct snap to him, and he just put his head down and found the end zone.
Kept his feet moving and rambled in for 6. So, Hopkins is up 32-10, 3.5 minutes left in the game. Looks like Piper is back out to try an extra point. We'll see how she does.
Can get this one in the air. Gotta get underneath it here.
It's ladies' night for kickers.
It is. I like it. I would like to see this one go through. Build their confidence as the season goes on here. Get there.
Get there. Just short.
Yeah.
Just short.
Here at Sparta, we might have the poles back a little farther than usual. But improvement from the last time she kicked it. So hopefully we wish her the best of luck as she goes on and kicks throughout the
I'm
season.
sure she'll get better during the season. So, Hopkins with a commanding 32-10 lead over the Spartans. We've got 3.5 minutes left. Spartans are going to get the kick, and let's see what they can do offensively. Right now, they're going to have to score quick.
Yeah, I imagine Hopkins is going to play back. As a coach, you're kind of thinking you'd like to stop them, but if they score another touchdown here, it's not the biggest thing. You just don't want to give it up fast and quick.
Make them work for it.
Yeah, run about half that clock down, and you're going to be feeling pretty good. So see what the Spartans can kind of do. It's all about potentially getting in some kids that haven't got some playing time, getting them into the game. So if opportunities do arise, it's not the first time they've gotten in, that they're not shocked by that. So see what the Spartans do here.
Looks like Scooney's back out there deep for the, with Tarosky looking for the kick. See, I bet they pooch it again.
Oh,
no! Wow, he boots it down to the 5. It takes a bad bounce. Spartans are going to have to field it.
Scooney making the best of it,
and he's still moving.
And the kicker on the tackle.
Nice.
The kicker kicks it, goes and makes his own tackle.
Really nice return by Nick Schoonmaker all the way back to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and Tanner Newman kicks the ball and makes the tackle, as I said. It's always a good thing.
You love to see the kicker making tackles.
He's getting down there.
So, Spartans clustered over on their sideline. They're coming out on offense.
Nick Schoonmaker looks a little slow to
little
get up.
gimpy.
He kind of got it. Was more of whiplash. It was more of got tackled and got really chucked fast to the ground. So we hope he's all right. Hate to see
They're gonna have
athletes
Beth,
get hurt.
Beth Albert, the head trainer down there, take a look at him and make sure he's okay. Rarig, Beth Rarig, not Beth Albert's her maiden name.
Yes, yes.
From the fine town of Belding.
Yeah, yep. Cousin's Teddy Albert from Belding. I think he coaches basketball, Division I basketball somewhere in Indiana. So shout out to everyone listening in Belding.
Little run to the outside there. Not a lot of success.
Yeah, he had a
maybe a 1-yard gain.
Reversed by Kyle Weeder, basically trying to get the edge up field.
Was that Kyle Weeder running the
That
ball?
is number 12, Kyle Weeder.
I love Kyle Weeder. You know what Kyle Weeder is? Wrestler.
A wrestler. There it is. Yep.
Love it. And he's got great hair.
He's got
big hair.
I tell you what, people.
It's
COVID knocked some people down, but what came back was the mullet. That has made a strong, strong presence at Sparta High School.
I tell you what, between Mike Reardon, Kyle Weeder, and Nick Schoonmaker, they are on the all-hair team right now. Little run to the outside, but Vikings tracked it to the edge, and there's a loss on the play.
Yeah, that was Summer Singh on the carry
Hey,
around
it's
the
great,
edge.
Great to see Summer running the ball.
Yeah, he's trying to get up, but Hopkins was not fooled. They ran him down, have some speed on the edge. So Spartans have a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 9, ball on the 29. And I'll tell you what, I talk about those kids' hair, and I'm just jealous. I mean, I wish I could grow my hair out like that. If I had to do my pandemic all over again, I would have let it grow.
Yeah. It's definitely receding, so hopefully that gets better for you.
Hey, now. Third and 13.
Up the middle.
Runner
nice
cup.
little run.
They get some of it back. It's going to be 4th and long. Sparta's obviously going to have to go for it.
Yeah, another wrestler. Weeder on the carry right there. Nice run. It's going to be 4th and 7. See what the Spartans do here. But right now it's all about working on stuff, getting everything hashed out. Spartans down by 22. Game's obviously in the bag.
Minute 15 left. 4th and 6. Ball on the 30. Sparta's going to line up.
50. Who's quarterback? 54? Oh, that's Garrett DeGraff.
Garrett DeGraff in at quarterback.
And Kyle Weeder with a nice run.
Nice run up the middle. He's going to get the first down. Refs are going to give it to him. Garrett DeGraff, it's great to see him in at quarterback with one of those lineman numbers, just like his brother last year.
Yeah, Hayden DeGraff, we should mention, is his brother who graduated. Great baseball catcher for me last year. He has moved on and graduated with that great senior class we had last year. A lot of terrific athletes, a lot of great kids.
And he's helping out Keith Tidy down at the 78er level.
They are doing that. It's great to see those kids come back.
All right, 1st and 10, ball on the 38.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty.
Backfield in motion.
Beyond popular
Everybody moving there.
Yeah, beyond popular belief, you cannot have two people moving at the same time. That is too emotion, and that will be a legal procedure.
5 yards back.
We are not in the Canadian Football League right now, so you cannot do that.
So, 31 seconds left in the game. It's going to be a 1st and 15. This could be the last play of the game right here. Here we go. Garrett DeGraff under center.
All right, and it looks like that's going to be the last game for tonight with the Spartans getting defeated by the Hopkins Vikings 32-10. It was a offensive clinic. There was a lot of running. There's some big plays.
A lot of points scored in the first half.
A lot of excitement, yep. And we would like to thank everyone for joining in with us tonight. We appreciate. We know there's probably a lot more listeners with COVID and all the additions going on. We will be back again Friday, October 2nd.
So next Friday.
And we will be playing Comstock Park High School. So when we look at this, yep, Friday, October 2nd, we are home against Comstock Park. We will be back in your living rooms, your vehicles, your iPhones, iPads, whatever you're listening to. We appreciate you coming on and spending a couple hours with me and Toporski tonight. And we will see you guys in a couple weeks or next week.
Yeah, sounds good, Jordan.
All right.
Great calling the game with you. Better luck to the Spartans next week.
Signing off from Sparta High School, Jordan Morse.
Todd Toporski. Thank you.